The American Revolution was a pivotal moment in history, a struggle for independence waged by 13 British North American colonies against the Crown. It wasn't just a war. It was a profound political and social movement that ultimately led to the birth of the United States of America. The roots of the revolution stretched back more than a decade, fueled by growing estrangement between Britain and the colonies. British attempts to exert greater control over colonial affairs, especially after the French and Indian War, and the imposition of unpopular taxes like the Sugar Act and Stamp Act ignited widespread opposition. The conflict officially began on April 19th, 1775, with the battles of Lexington and Concord. The Second Continental Congress, acting as a provisional government, established the Continental Army and appointed George Washington as its commander-in-chief. A year later, on July 4th, 1776, the Congress unanimously adopted the Declaration of Independence, a document that would change the world by asserting that all men are created equal and endowed with unalienable rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. This declaration fundamentally shifted the source of rights from the king or government to a higher power, inspiring future movements for equality. The Revolutionary War was a long and arduous struggle, lasting over 7 years. It was fought on many fronts, from the battlefields of Lexington and Concord to the halls of the Continental Congress. Despite facing the most powerful military force in the world, the Continental Army, often a ragtag group of untrained volunteers, achieved the impossible. Key figures like George Washington, Samuel Adams, John Adams, Patrick Henry, and Benjamin Franklin played crucial roles in battling King George III and his British soldiers. The war saw significant events like the Boston Tea Party, the Battle of Bunker Hill, Washington's crossing of the Delaware, and the decisive Siege of Yorktown in 1781, where General Cornwallis's surrender effectively ended major hostilities. While the fighting largely subsided after Yorktown, the war officially concluded with the signing of the Treaty of Paris on September 3rd, 1783, which recognized American sovereignty and ceded vast territories to the new nation. The American Revolution was a complex and often divisive conflict, with historians estimating that at no time did more than 45% of colonists actively support the war, and at least a third fought for the British. It was a war that pitted neighbor against neighbor, and a higher percentage of the population died in this conflict than in any other war fought by Americans. However, the outcome was the world's first federal republic founded on the consent of the governed, a testament to the enduring ideals of democracy and freedom.